Dark psychology is a highly controversial topic, one that many YouTubers and content creators shy away from discussing. And there's a good reason why. They don't want you to understand the manipulative tactics that are being used on you, because if you become aware of these techniques, they won't work anymore. It goes beyond just YouTubers and content creators. Politicians, big corporations, salesmen, and even the people around you have been using these methods for years to control your thoughts and decisions. For that ends now. You're not here to learn how to manipulate others. No, you're here to ensure that no one can manipulate you. So let's delve into these 11 dark psychological tricks that most people don't even realize are being used on them. First up, we have fear-mongering, one of the most powerful and ancient manipulation tactics. It's been used for centuries by dictators and even marketing companies. Have you ever wondered why politicians constantly talk about threats, enemies, and crises? It's because they want to make you so scared that you feel the only way to be safe is to obey them. Big corporations do the same, convincing you that without their product, your life is at risk. Even in personal relationships, fear is used to control partners, making them believe that leaving is the worst possible option. But here's the truth, fear is nothing more than the oldest trick in the book. Next, we have the silent treatment. You've heard the saying, silence speaks louder than words. And manipulators know this all too well. When someone suddenly stops talking to you, ignores you, or gives you cold responses, your mind goes into overdrive, desperately trying to figure out what went wrong. They want you to blame yourself, feel anxious, and yearn for their approval. But the moment you recognize their silence for what it is, their power over you diminishes. Now let's talk about gaslighting. Imagine someone slapping you in the face and then convincing you that it never even happened. This is gaslighting in action. It's when someone manipulates reality to the point where you start doubting your own memory, perception, and even sanity. They'll feed you lines like, "You're overreacting. That never happened." Or, "You're just imagining things." The goal to make you so uncertain that you rely on them for the truth. But in those moments, when you feel like you're going crazy, step back and trust your instincts. 4. Choice restriction. True control isn't forcing someone to do something, it's limiting their choices so they think they made the decision themselves. Instead of telling someone you have to do this, a manipulator will say, "Do you want to do this now or later?" Either way, you end up doing what they wanted. This tactic is used by parents, teachers, bosses, and even governments. The illusion of choice is the most dangerous illusion of all. 5. Guilt tripping. This is when someone keeps reminding you of your past mistakes to make you feel guilty and manipulate your actions. They won't say, "Do this for me." Instead, they'll say, "You never support me. Last time you let me down," or "If you cared about me, you'd do this." Your emotions become their weapon. The best way to break free? Recognize when someone is using guilt instead of logic. 6. Social proofing. We all follow the crowd, even when the crowd is wrong. Ever wondered why you automatically trust a restaurant with a long line or a product with a lot of good reviews? Manipulators fake social proof to control your decisions. Influencers, celebrities, and even your friends can unknowingly influence you. The next time you feel pressured to follow the majority, ask yourself, are you making this decision or is someone making it for you? 7. Love bombing. This one is dangerous. At first, they make you feel like the most important person in the world. Endless compliments, gifts, affection. You start believing, this is perfect. But the moment you're attached, they withdraw all that affection. Suddenly, you feel rejected, desperate to get their attention back. And that's exactly how they control you. If someone is too perfect too soon, be careful. It might be a trap. 8. Amplifying problems. A small problem can be made to feel like the end of the world. Manipulators do this by exaggerating, adding urgency, and making you panic. Your boss might say, "If you don't finish this today, the whole company will collapse." Your partner might scream, "You don't care about me at all." They want you to feel guilty, scared, and pressured. The solution? Take a deep breath, step back, and ask yourself, is this really as serious as they're making it seem? 9. Forced teaming. This is when someone pretends to be on your side so you feel obligated to help them. For example, your boss says, "We're all in this together, right?" before asking you to work overtime. Or someone says, "You're my only hope," forcing you into a situation you never wanted. The trick? Just because someone says you're a team doesn't mean you have to play their game. 10. Go slightly wrong. If someone is hiding the truth from you, they won't tell you. But if you say something slightly wrong, their instinct will be to correct you. Sometimes the best way to get the truth is to say something wrong on purpose. 11. Self-abasement, playing the victim. A manipulator will lower themselves to make you feel guilty or obligated to help them. Ever heard someone say, "I'm such a terrible person, I don't deserve you, or I always mess things up"? They want you to comfort them, forgive them, and let them control the situation. If someone constantly plays the victim, ask yourself, are they really weak, or are they manipulating you into giving them power? Dark psychology is everywhere. Some use it for survival, others for power, but now you know the game. You can't be manipulated if you see through the tricks. Stay sharp, stay aware, and most importantly, stay in control. Like, share, subscribe,